What's going on? What's going on, people? What's going on? We back again. What's going on? We back again. You already know what it is, man. Francis right here. Next up, Sports Talk. If it's your first time, welcome. I'm the creator and the host of Next Up Sports Talk. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're already subscribed and you've been here before, wagwan no. Yeah? One Father God. God is the greatest. Today we're talking about the player updates. Player updates, Reggae Boyz. Player updates after the international break. We had a few players, first team players, according to Steve McLaren, that were injured. So we want to see if they're back on the pitch, if they took those 10 days to get themselves back up and running, back up and gunning to find out if they're back on the pitch playing and will be ready to go for the October window. Yeah, you heard what I said. This is club football is back. Time to find out who's playing right now for their club. Jamaica Reggae Boyz players who are injured. This is the injury update. Oh my days. Hold on a second. What am I doing here? Hold up a minute. Hold up just a minute. Yeah, I'm wilding. There we go. Thank you. What's going on, people? I'm trying to see what happened to my chat. My chat just got disabled on me and everything.
When life doesn't go...
Whoa, chill out. Big up yourself, Sylvester Whittingham. I don't know what happened to my chat. I got to close this chat. Hold on, let me open it back up again because my chat disappeared on me. There it is. Got it back up. Beautiful, beautiful. Big up yourself, Sylvester Whittingham. What you dealing with? What you saying, Sylvester? Big up to Tough Ruddy. Bless up yourself. Bless up yourself, Wagwan people. Listen, if you don't see me, you already know. If you don't see Francis here on this platform doing what I do best, just know that it's because I'm busy. I'm never out of topic. I'm just out of time. So again, I'm back and forth to the hospital, different appointments, just taking care of what I got to take care of. Life is lifing. Yeah, life is lifing. But at the same time, I've been waiting, man. I'm listening to keep myself entertained and updated with Reggae Boyz news, and it's dead silent. Like, nobody ain't got nothing to say. I find that to be mad alarming. Kind of crazy. Yeah, at least the people that I follow, I don't see no information, nothing going on the Reggae Boyz scene. Nonetheless, I can't leave y'all just bored with no information and nothing going on. So I'm here to talk about some things that's happening today in the sport of football when it comes to the Reggae Boyz players, especially those players who were injured. Are they back on the pitch? What kind of progress are they making? Yeah, that's what we're looking for today to see Wagwan, because we have to look forward to the October window. Yeah, before you know it, October window will be here. And we want to know. We don't want no more excuses about who's here and who's not here and Ray. We want to make sure we're ready to get another 6 points in the next window. So if it's your first time, big up yourself. Like I said before, my name is Francis. I am the creator and the host of Next Up Sports Talk. And if you've been a subscriber, wagwan now. Big up yourself. Yeah? Whether they're in Jamaica or you're there abroad, wherever in the world, one love, one Father God. God is the greatest. Yeah? God is the greatest. And I want to thank my Lord and Savior for another one, because without him, none of this would be possible. So we're going to go over some of the injured players, yeah, that did not make it into the September window, to see how they're progressing. See what the progression is looking like for them as club football starts back up and gunning. Big up everybody. Big up Big Bala Benzema. Blessings. Go on, big up yourself every time. Yeah? Appreciate you being here. Big up to D Marks. D Marks says, Ja blessing. D Marks in the building. One D Marks. Go on, big up yourself. King Jav, big up yourself every time. And definitely I'm going to give, for those that missed my prediction show, yeah, the space was a little busy, and I was a little busy, so I didn't give you guys your score predictions. Now that it's like a few days past, don't really matter. Yeah, I got to big up those people who made some great calls on the game. But right now we're talking about updates on the Reggae Boyz players. Those in the EPL, those who are in the championship, in the EFL that are injured. Are they back on the field? Are they not back in the field? Walk on with you guys. Let me know in the comment section. How's everybody doing? How your day is going? Are you blessed? Is your family blessed? Yeah? Let me know in the comment section. I appreciate it. Don't forget to hit the like button. Hit the like button if you haven't. Definitely hit the subscribe button. First of all, we're going to look at the watch list. Yeah, the watch list is going to give us an indication of those players, right? Those players who... Let's open this up just a little bit. Get this over here. Open it up some more. Yeah, I need to move it over a bit. Boom. Okay. Let's do like this. Nope, not you. You. Yeah, you come like that. Boom. Then you come back. You can slide back over like this. All right, there we go. So first we're going to look at the players who are progressing and who are not progressing at this current moment. Conrad, big up yourself every time, Conrad, in the building. Yeah, like I said, I was out dealing, me for right now. I got a family. Remember, that's in the hospital, that's been in the hospital and is trying to progress to get out the hospital. But, you got to support family. You got to give them love and support, by bringing them some meals and, playing some games with them, just keeping them upbeat, keeping them moving. And so it takes a lot of time to do that. But God is the greatest. So haven't been able to do as much shows as I would like to do. And I was hoping to get some information, get entertained by my fellow content creators on YouTube in this space. And it was very quiet. And I didn't understand. The Reggae Boyz stopped playing and everybody go away. The Reggae Boyz win their 6 games and everybody go away. I don't see or hear nobody. But that's neither here nor there. Like up the live. Let's get right into some of this news and information. So first we're going to look at, we're going to skip the goalkeepers right now. We're going to look at the back line and see what's going on with the back line. First, we're going to start with Amari Bell. So we're going to go into the EFL championships today. Let me see. Let's go down here. Okay. Where's Charlton? Charlton played today. Nope, that's not today. Let's go back. Hold on. Where we at? Where we at? Today, no. Match day. Scroll up. Right, today. Today, Charlton played Millwall. Conrad, it's the truth, man. You know me. I got to speak the truth. I got to keep it objective. And I got to speak the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And I'll tell you no lie. I couldn't hear nothing. Reggae Boyz start playing, everybody disappear. Everybody gone back to wherever they gone back to. So I'm beginning to wonder if it's the love for it or it's something else. Boss a blank on that one. I got to call it like I see it. Anyways, let's keep it rolling. Yeah, I was gone for about 2 days. 2 days. 2 days. Yeah, really busy for 2 days. And for 2 days, I couldn't hear nothing. Nonetheless, let's keep it locked in. So let's go to lineups today. Amari Bell, thank goodness, was in the lineup today for Charlton Athletic. Looked like he played the full 90 minutes. So big up to Amari Bell for playing the full 90 minutes. Full 90 minutes for Amari Bell. Tyrese Campbell looked like he started the game. Let me see. Yeah, Tyrese Campbell started the game, which was good. He was back and playing. Let me check this timeline real quick. Let's see when he got subbed out. Right, so Tyrese Campbell got subbed out in the 83rd minute. But we ain't talking about Tyrese Campbell right now. But shout out to Tyrese Campbell. He got back into the lineup for Charlton Athletic. And he played 83 minutes. Amari Bell played the full 90 minutes. So he should be ready to go. Ready to go. And big up to Wes Harden too. Another Jamaican heritage player. Wes Harden, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah. So we got 2 players who are active. We know Tyrese Campbell's up and moving. Yeah, he's good to go. And then you have Amari Bell. Amari Bell played a full 90 minutes, which was fantastic for for the Reggae Boyz going forward. Very, 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 very amazing to see these players back up and moving. Let me read some of these comments. I just watched a Pinnock game they drew against. We're going to get into that too. We're starting with the back line. Let's take it one step at a time. But big up to yourself, Conrad Smith. I'm going to keep that comment. Jordan Houghton said Tyrese got man of the match. Big up yourself, Jordan. Big up yourself every time. Next up, Sports Talk. Too early to watching the players, bro. Laugh a little, dead with laugh. That's why the last 2 days, Travis, there was nothing being said about the Reggae Boyz players. So you can't compare the people who write with print with the content creator, because our job to continue to push the thing forward every day. Every day. It's our job every day. Yeah, it's not your job. You go to your job and do your job. But it's our job as content creators for the YouTube space that got YouTube channels that talk about the Reggae Boyz to make sure that we keep the thing moving. We got to keep it active. Yeah, we got to get the people the information. Everybody got their jobs they got to go and do. So they ain't got time to search up to see what's going on with the players. You see, you know what the players are going on with in Jamaica. Yeah, because you're there. Yeah, you're not worried about the players overseas. We already know you're not worried about the heritage players. Let's keep it 100. Not to say you don't like them, but you're not worried about it. Yeah, but it's my job to do that. And all the content creators, it's not just to come around when the Reggae Boyz is playing and do a lot of this. Yeah, do a lot of talking. But you got to also keep the information. You got to know what's going on. It's very, 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 very important, Travis. So you can say what you want. You can laugh at whatever you want. Let me bust a blank for that one. But this isn't your job. And I don't come to your job and tell you how to do your job. So you either enjoy it, find something else to do. Yeah? Go and big up yourself. Because when I was at the hospital doing what I was doing, I was hoping to hear some Reggae Boyz content so I can occupy my mind while I take care of my family member in the hospital. And I couldn't hear nothing. Nothing. That's for sure. So we have players that are injured. I want to see if they're back on the pitch or if they're still injured. Period. Like up the live. It's free 99. Free 99, Travis. Like up the live. Don't cost you nothing. Amen. Let's move right along. So Amari Bell's back on the pitch. He didn't show up for the September window. So it's glad to see Amari Bell is back on the pitch and playing a full 90 minutes. So that is sensational to see already. We know Tyrese Campbell is a machine. And he's going to continue to do what he does and push forward the thing. Yeah, everybody disappear when it's time to talk about the Reggae Boyz. They disappear. I'm never out of content. I'm only out of time. Let's keep it rolling. So that's right there, Amari Bell. Who else? Let's go back and look at this JFF list. So next on the list would be Joel Latibeaudiere for Coventry. So let's go back and see what's going on over here. I gotta open back the schedule real quick. Where we at? Today and yesterday. Coventry. Here we go. Let's check out Coventry and see what's going on over here. First of all, in the lineup, we know that if you don't know, yeah, Joel Latibeaudiere has been a staple in the Coventry lineup. Definitely been a staple in the Coventry lineup. And whenever Joel Latibeaudiere is healthy, he always plays. He always finds a way to get into the lineup. And as you look at the lineup right here, you don't see Joel Latibeaudiere on the back line. Let's go down to the bench to see if he even made the bench squad. Would be quite interesting to see. So right here, you can see Joel Latibeaudiere is not even on the bench. He's not on the bench. So we're going to have to put that aside and find out just exactly what's going on with Joel Latibeaudiere in a minute. If you want to tell me what's in the chat, you can tell me in the chat. I'm always going to double check it to make sure. Double check to make sure exactly what's going on. So that's another player right there that is not in their team at the current moment. One, Joel Latibeaudiere. Big up to yourself. Like up the live. It's free 99. Like up the live. It's free 99. Don't cost you nothing. Don't cost you nothing. Yeah? Just maybe a little bit of your time. Appreciate y'all very much. Thank you so very much. All right, so let's keep it moving. Next player we're looking at is Ethan Pinnock. So let's go to Ethan Pinnock. As we already heard today from Conrad Smith. Conrad Smith says that let me go and look at that right now while I'm here. Joel Latibeaudiere. Let me see. Let me just see what they're saying about Joel Latibeaudiere at the moment. While I'm doing that, make sure y'all like up the live, man. It's free 99. Free 99. Like and subscribe, people. What y'all waiting on? Oh man, I gotta do all this. Essentials only. And big up to everybody that's silently watching the show. I appreciate y'all tuning in, even though you might not like me. I appreciate you tuning in nonetheless. Thank you so very much. Big up to the first responders out there. You guys are the real heroes. Big up to, let me see here. Big up to the truck drivers, the taxi drivers. Big up to hold on a second. Okay, no information there. Come on. Big up to all the taxi drivers, the Lyft drivers, the Uber drivers. Big up to all you guys, man. You guys are the real heroes, definitely. We're looking for the player updates, and we leading with these two players right here, because when they are healthy, when these two players are healthy, yeah, you already know they starting. Man. They're definitely getting that start. Let me see. Match reports. Let's see what Guanyaso. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. What are you doing here? How far back we gone? Okay, so they're not okay. Just do like this. Get in this space and we just stop, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. That is absolutely insane that we can't get no information and push the information forward at all. I'm glad that you are, yeah. Bounce. Okay, following training today. Let's see what's going on. In terms of injury, Lampard's squad is starting to get close to being fully fit from a long-term casualties. International break. Injuries. Joel Latibeaudiere. Here we go. Joel still has a knee injury. What's been said, Lampard reveals that the center back is a bit behind in terms of rehabilitation. So he's still behind, looking to push himself to get back. No real information on how far behind is the injury, but he definitely is not up to speed. So that's one Joel Latibeaudiere. Let's move on from that right there. All right, let's get back to this comment section real quick. Who's this? Big up to Shaquille Turner. Shaquille Turner, big up yourself. Said Lati's still injured. Definitely is. Javar Loban, Lati's still injured. Thank you very much. Yeah, out of favor since Lampard took over. I don't think it's out of favor. I just think he injured. I just think he really injured. You know what I mean? He really hurt himself. And when he's back and healthy, he see, He's not even on the bench squad, the substitutes, you know what I mean? Because I always believe once Latibeaudiere is healthy, he gonna play, man. He a dog. He a dog. Dog. Big dog. Yeah, in that little stature, he a big dog. He always gonna play. That's a fact. Chris Lindsay say, Amari's back. That's right. Or I'm back. Big up yourself, Chris Lindsay, every time. What y'all say? I hope people like and subscribe. Yeah, I watch videos of Tyrese Hall. Go on, big up yourself. He has been what? And pace players. Okay, big up yourself. He looks like he looks a little like Modric in his heydays. Okay, Javar Francis, why no use 365 scores where it tell you when the player's injured or not? You know, it's so funny you say that. I think I actually had that too, but I like to do it the other way. The coach loves Joel Latibeaudiere. Joe loves Joel Latibeaudiere. Yes, he does. I don't know. I don't really care. I don't really care nothing about that, though. Right. You guys make sure you like up the live, man. Go ahead and like up the live, people. Let me see here. I'm gonna give that a test spin a little later. All right, bet. Thank you, Javari Loban. Go on, big up yourself every time, coach. Yeah, the coaches like him. The coaches definitely like Joel Latibeaudiere. That's a fact. That's not even questioning. They can't wait for him to get back on the field. They cannot wait for Joel Latibeaudiere to get back on the field. Because he's just that type of player. He's that type of player where he makes things happen. He definitely makes things happen for the squad. Hold on a second here. Let's go up here like this. News. Yeah, Javari, I think it doesn't even have that information on the injury updates. Anyways, I just had to look for myself. Javari, it doesn't even show that. But let's move on to the next player. We're gonna go to Ethan Pinnock. Let's see what's going on with EP himself. Let's get the information. Oh, they still hold up. Let's see what's going on. What's the deal here? Oh, okay. Squad. So if you look at the squad, Ethan Pinnock. No. We don't want that. No. No. Just again, bro. Hold on a second here. Gotta check something right here. Y'all just bear with me a second. So Ethan Pinnock was in the back line for Brentford, and he played 83 minutes, and that's what Conrad Smith had said. He played 83 minutes, so it's good to see Ethan Pinnock back in the squad. Now, the 83 minutes is better than no minutes, but I'd like to see Ethan Pinnock play 90 minutes, but he is coming back from the injury, so I'm cool with that. I'm definitely cool with that information right there, where he played 83 minutes, so he's definitely getting himself back into form, play some more games, and get himself more up and ready in terms of match fitness. So I think that's a fantastic thing for one Ethan Pinnock, yeah? Definitely go ahead and like up the live. Don't cost you nothing. Yeah, the WhatsApp number is 416-771-4338. 416-771-4338. That's the Nexus Sports Star call-in number. Yeah, WhatsApp only. 416-771-4338. You can definitely call in. The phone line is open. You can call in. Let me know what you got on your mind. Obviously pertaining to football. Definitely call in and let me know. Wagwan from Watagwan from Watanagwan. All right, let's keep it moving. My pops used to say, may he rest. A team is only as good as the second 11. I actually liked what I saw, especially Bailey, aka Brownman, Catamarteri, stepping in after the injury to Warner Brown. You know what? Yes. I agree with you 100%. Yeah. So I don't want to hear the whole lot of talking about, oh, no, man, you had a while to recruit players. I don't want to hear about inexperience. You should have a long list of players that are ready and able to step in. And when they step in, they're not stepping in and you're wondering what they can do. You know what they can do because you've done your homework. So your pops is definitely right. You should be able to rest your A team. Yeah, let them players recoup and recover. Spend some time with their family over one of these international breaks, because you know that it's going to be business because 2026 World Cup is around the corner. Yeah, so you should be able to maneuver with the players that you have. Play them, bring them into the team and play them. Give them playing time. See what their experience is like, is what I say, but a lot of people don't agree. So yeah, man, I don't like the fact that coach is talking about he got inexperienced players. If my coach is talking about me being inexperienced and I'm winning him games and making him look good, yeah, we're going to have a problem. We're going to have a few conversations. Yeah, you got to put some respect on my name, because I'm going out there making it happen. I'm going out there and I'm producing. Yeah, I'm going out there and I'm producing. Sometimes you ask these coaches questions that they need to hear. What's up? What's up? You throwing your players under the bus again. Again. But that's a topic for another day. Let me keep it moving. I think Pinnock Lati is the perfect CB pairing. Big up yourself, Javari. Francis, send you WhatsApp number. Yeah, I sent it to you. I hope you got the WhatsApp number. Come on, like up the live, people. So let's move on to the next Reggae Boyz player that was injured. that we haven't seen. Let's see Deshaun Bernard. Let's see what's going on with one Deshaun Bernard. Deshaun Bernard, not Dushan. Deshaun. Yeah, and big up to Lee Yu from the Interception Pod. Big up yourself, man. Apologies for butchering your name. But I got it right this time, Lee Yu. Yeah? Big up yourself, Lee Yu, every time. Every time. So we're going to check in the lineup and for Sheffield Wednesday. And Deshaun Bernard still isn't. Yeah, he still ain't ready. Still ain't ready to play just yet. He's another that has contributed to where the Reggae Boyz have gotten to this point right now. That definitely needs to be considered at some point for one of them CBs in the back. Yeah, let's move on. We're talking about. Hold on a second. All right, midfielders. Bobby Reid. Let's go check out. We'll see what's going on with Bobby Reid. One Bobby Reid. Lone Bobby Reid, yeah? All right, so Bobby Reid definitely was not in the starting lineup. But let's see if Bobby Reid got any type of game time. So Bobby Reid, let me show y'all right here on the screen. Bobby Reid came in the 91st minute, came on for Jordan Ayew, and the match went 96 minutes. So Bobby got a brisk 5-minute run out. He got a brisk 5-minute jog out. Yeah? Yeah, man, a quick look of 4 or 5 minute jog out. It's better than sitting. It's better than not even being in the lineup. Like Joel Latibeaudiere, you can't see him. You can't see Deshaun Bernard. Yeah, I love the fact that he got a 5-minute run out. That means that he's progressing. Yeah, maybe the next game, instead of 5 minutes, he get 15 minutes. You know? And then, you know, you just continue to progress from there. We want Bobby to, if Bobby can give us at least 45 minutes, it's better than nothing. Yeah, but what he brings to the table is definitely better than nothing.
Next up, Sports Talk. The reviews and opinion and don't vex up a Sports Talk. You're going to work up another talk. A cartoon thing and a South Park.
You guys like up the live, man. It's free 99. Free 99. Oh my days. Hold up a second here. This is crazy. Hold up. I got to come back to that. Hold up a second. All right, let's see. So the next player that we're going to be talking about is Ian Fray. We're going to be looking up some information about Ian Fray. We need to get some information on Ian Fray. But his injury list is very, very long. Oh my days. This guy is an injury-prone player. He is somebody that's regularly injured. So it says here, Ian Fray, an Inter Miami defender, suffered a right meniscus injury October 2024, requiring surgery but avoiding a fourth ACL tear. He previously endured ACL tears in 2021, 2022, 2023. That's 4 years of ACL injuries, man. What? Bro, that dude needs bubble wrap. He needs bubble wrap. Ian Fray needs bubble wrap. And you mean to tell me that's who the coach looked at? The coach looked at a player that needs bubble wrap that was coming off of an abductor? Come on, man. Come on, man. Despite the meniscus injury being significant setback and ruling him out of the 2024 MLS Cup playoffs, he was expected to return to the field in early 2025. He also had a left abductor strain in June of 2025. Jesus have mercy. Lord have mercy. Bruh. Bruh. But I don't wish injury on nobody, but what? 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024. All ACL injuries. And then abductor in 2025. But that's 4 or 5 years of straight injuries, man. And this so the coach was picking to come in the squad. Stop this. This is madness. This is crazy. Oh my days. This is wow. Wow. They played today. Let me see if they dropped the lineup yet. They ain't dropped the lineup. They played today at 7:30. I want to see if he's in the lineup. Let me leave that one. I'm not even going to move that. I'm going to leave that one right there because I need to. Wow. He's playing. What you mean? They play tonight. What did he play? Another game before then? Hold up. Let me go check this. It's like, what you trying to tell me? Hold up. See the match schedule. Where we at? Let me see. Inter Miami. Where we at? October 16. The last game they played, Javari, was the 31st, and he played with the abductor injury. Let me see what his minutes was in that game. But I don't. Ian Fray. He played 72 minutes, and he came out the game. 72 minutes, August 31st. Yeah, well, they lost 3-0. So we gonna find out if he playing tonight. Yeah. We gonna find out if he playing tonight. What you talking about, blood? Nah. We gonna find out tonight if he playing. Stop playing with me, Javari. But he playing now. Playing which now? Fray's playing which now? They haven't played a game. I'm looking at it right here. Unless Google lying to me. He hasn't played a game since August the 31st. That means that they went on international break September 1st, September 1. They went on international break. So they playing tonight at 7:30. Yeah, in 2 hours, my time. 2 hours, my time. He playing today. We gonna see. My days, that dude needs bubble wrap, man. What y'all doing? Like up the live, man. It's free 99. Free 99. This is what the coach is calling in to come into the team, man. Free 99. Players that need bubble wrap. Respectfully. Oh my days. Let me go back and read this comment here, man. What? Yo, I'm so stuck. That one threw me for a loop. Wow. Yeah, you had a year, and you mean to tell me you had a year to recruit players, and you bringing in players that need bubble wrap? Steve McLaren? Yo, cut that out, man. What? Yo, Eagles propose the Reggae Boyz suspensions for the next window. Isaac Hayden, Casey, Andy Palmer. You terrible for that. Palmer received his first card versus British Virgin Island. Okay, well there you go. You guys sit down and watch the game. A lot of people don't want him to play anyways. Mr. Speed, I watched Steve McLaren and the man them, so them are working or acting like they're, wow. Bobby got 5 minutes. He did, which was good. First responder said, where is the organized list Hogginson gave the JFF? Javar, you sent me? Javar, you got the number? 416-771-4338. I don't know if you can hear me. I don't know if you can write it down. But let me know in the chat, and I'll find a way to send it to you, yeah? But I'm not trying to put it in the chat, though. Even though I can put it in the chat, send you a message, so you can send me whatever you're trying to send me. But anyways, let's get back to this right here. Bet the manager who hid the passports hid that list too. Who knows? Eagles would probably big up yourself. He said, did anyone observe the war in the backfield between Richard King and Captain Damien Buslaslow? Yes, I did. Richard King was actually being disrespectful in the back. He was so upset Garcia showed him up. Facts. Big facts. Big facts. Ian Fray's most injury was an abductor strain. No, it wasn't. I just read the list. You want to see the list? You know what? Shoot. I got time today. Y'all can read it for yourself. Let's go. Y'all can read it for yourself. Let me open up the screen so you can see it nice and big. Come on, there we go. Come, slide it over. There you go. Let's go through it together, yeah? Hold on, go over some more. Smile up yourself, yeah? Smile up yourself. Yeah, man. 1 on ready, 2 on move. Smile up yourself. Let me shrink myself a little bit. All right. There we go. All right, there it is. It says it right there. Okay, boom. Ian Fray. Here's his injuries, yeah? You can read it for yourself. I'm going to read some comments. I'm going to leave it right there. Friends, that is why some fans were saying that Ian Fray was not committed, because everything he received a Jamaican call-up, he had to decline the call. And players that want to call up can't get one. If he can help us, he good, but Jaja. He played every game leading up to international break. Cool, but he had an abductor injury. I don't know if you know what an abductor is. Bubble wrap for Ian Fray. Yeah, he need bubble wrap, man. He got bubble wrap, that dude. They lost it. Most recent injury. Abductor. Most recent injury is abductor. You want me to show you what an abductor is and Google it? Or do you know what it is, Eagle? Not trying to be funny, just trying to, you know what I mean? Most players that was injured played today. Most, but not all. So we got to talk about the players who did not play today, because it's important that we know who played and who didn't play. See, it's good that y'all know because you follow football, but there's a lot of people in their day-to-day life after the Reggae Boyz, you know, including some of the content creators, they disappear. They don't stick around. They disappear. Like Trevor said, yeah? It's too early to talk about the players. It's too early. Okay. Trini guy, Don King and score, but it was half side. Listen, yo, I'm chop King out and close. Script. Wicked too. Wicked. Look upon it, man. See it there? Where it said 3 consecutive ACL tears between 2021 to 2023. Followed by a right medial meniscus tear in October 2024. And in 2025, he had an abductor strain. So I don't know. Maybe I'm not reading too right. You know, maybe, you know, y'all can read for me and tell me. Yeah? I don't know if you know what meniscus is. Maybe you gotta, you know, Google it or something to find out what your meniscus is. But I mean, that's your knee. Most recent. Yeah. Most recent is abductor. Yeah. See it there? Abductor. He later suffered an abductor. Yeah? Strain in the FIFA Club World Cup match. Yeah, man. That's what Steve McLaren said. He's waiting to see what that injury is going to look like, and so they can figure out what they're going to do with him. But they put him in the list. So they added a player that they was watching. Don't forget. He made the final squad and never showed up. So you have to question the coach. Coach, he made the final squad and he never showed up. You could have used that space for another person because he never showed up. But you're not allowed to ask the coach them type of questions. So I get it. He gets in his feelings. Or everybody getting their feelings, which is kind of crazy. I thought they're men. But maybe not. Low one to slap King. I'm sure he did. King was behaving crazy. He did that to who was it? John Russell. When John Russell went up for the header, he did the same thing. He did the same thing to Dexter Lambakisa. When Lambakisa didn't cover back, he did the same thing. For sure. For sure he did that. Francis said BK back the number. All right. How about I just put it in the chat, man? I just put it in the chat because that's a whole lot of work right now that I ain't really trying to do right now. You understand? I understand. Since you want me to put my number out there, I got no problem to put it out there, man. It's the call-in number. Yeah, use it to call in. There go the number in the chat. The number's in the chat if you want to call in. Yeah, WhatsApp only. Say what you got to say. Let me know. Just let me know. Let me see. Big up to everybody. Don't forget, it's like up the live. It's free 99. It's free 99. Not 3. It's free. FREE. Free 99. You know we like free. So make sure you like up the live. Because if you don't know, it's
forever.
One Reggae Boyz.
Forever.
What me say?
Forever. Pull up.
And I don't only show up. The only reason why you haven't seen me the last 2 days, like I said, I've been at the hospital dealing with my family member who needs some love and support. That's the only reason why. Yeah, I'm never out of content. I'm only out of time. Like, I'm only here for a short time because I got to go bring them some food. You know what I'm saying? Play some domino with them right now. You know what I'm saying? Make sure their vibes is up so they can get up out of the hospital and they can continue their life. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, man. No, maybe some, I don't know, maybe some red pea soup and some curry goat and white rice for them today. I'm not sure. But definitely soup is, I know, maybe some chicken soup or red pea soup for them. I don't know. Maybe some jerk chicken. We gotta stay away from the fry for them with the aisle, you know? Maybe some curry chicken. We're not sure yet. But I'm never out of content, man. Just out of time. I love the Reggae Boyz. I love talking about them, making sure you the people, because you the people love it too. Y'all don't do YouTube. Y'all watch YouTube. So it's important that the content creators on YouTube continue to keep the vibe burning, keep the fire burning, keep the work going, put in the work. Work. Just don't only show up and take from the Reggae Boyz. That's the reason why they'll never, ever. I'll leave that alone. Let me get back to this right here. Marlon Nelson, big up yourself. He said Bernard and Lati not ready yet. Yeah, they're not ready. Deshaun Bernard, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's a knee injury he got. If I'm not mistaken, his injury kind of serious because he's been down for a little bit. Christopher Wisdom, you already know I'm watching Crawford Canelo tonight. Are you serious? Yeah. I used to run a boxing channel too. You know what I'm saying? Till YouTube, you know, leave that alone. But yeah, so definitely, I'm definitely into the fight game. Definitely into the fight game. Yeah, and I got Crawford whooping on Canelo tonight. Yeah, sidebar. I got Crawford whooping on Canelo tonight. Canelo tonight. Yes, I do. That's for you, Chris Wisdom. Big up yourself. Make sure you hit the like button. Comment, they lazy, the coaching staff. Well, you're not allowed to check. Well, you can't page them on that. Yeah? You can't page them on that. The man said you had a year. When you're talking about inexperience. Can you imagine if you play for a team and your coach get up in front of the media, in front of the world, and say, yo, we played with a bunch of inexperienced players. A bunch of inexperienced players. But they brought it. Bro, don't talk to me about inexperience. What are you talking about? I was experienced enough to go out there and get the job done so you can look good. So you can keep your job. Yeah, because remember, you get fired. I don't get fired as a player. But you as a coach, yeah, you get fired. Come on. Snap out of it. Look at this nonsense. Thank you. Yeah, you get fired, man. Coaches get fired. I keep telling y'all, coaches get fired. Y'all can clip it up and say whatever you want to. You send it to whoever you want to. I don't care. I speak the truth, man, and I keep it real. And that's what a lot of people don't like about me, because I keep it real, man. Keep it my real. Let me say that more. My real. Detonation. So what's the situation with Mothercell? If you could tell me, I'd love to know. Because he should have got a call up. He was healthy. He should have got a call up. Should have got a call up. I don't know what the situation. I don't know what he did. Yeah, there was no talk about him at all. So it is what it is. You get me? Let me get back to some of these comment sections right now. Where we at? Big up yourself, Detonation. Tycoon says Pinnock had a great game today. Good. 83 minutes played for Brentford. Yes, I just said that. I went over two players. I went over Amari Bell. Amari Bell played the full 90 minutes. He did not get a call up. Amari Bell played the full 90 minutes. He did not get a call up for the September window because he had a little knock. But he played a full 90 today, which was great. Tyrese got back to doing what he do. He played a full 82, 83 minutes today. Joel Latibeaudiere is still injured. He's not on the bench. He's just injured at the moment. Bobby Reid got a nice, brisk 4-5 minute run out today for Leicester City. Ian Fray, we're going to find out tonight exactly what's going on with him and his injury. And that's as far as we have gotten so far in the list. We're just in the midfield. Everybody that's in the midfield is okay. And Deshaun Bernard, he got that injury. I didn't dig too deep to find out what's going on with him, but he's still out. He's not in the lineup for Sheffield Wednesday or on the bench. So that's just... Stop this. Hold up a sec. So that's as far as we got today. Let me see. Where we at? By the way, I guess Mikel Antonio is the new vice man or pom-pom boy for the squad. He actually took up a space in the squad. Apparently, you need experienced players to help you through these tough moments in the game for the inexperienced players that is on the squad. I didn't even get to do a video on that. I might have to do a separate video on that. Conrad Smith said, yeah, I was watching it too. It was a good game. You saw how the people giving him rating at Tycoon. Yeah, okay, talking to Marlon L said Bernardo will be back late October. What gives you that inclination, Marlon? I'd love to know if you got some more information regarding Deshaun Bernard and his injury, or his injury update would be great because they didn't show too much information online. But I will be doing some more research later on that for sure. Devin Smith. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Chris Wilson, this is going to be an uphill battle for Crawford due to him going up into... Yeah. But that's where you show your greatness, Chris Christopher, that's where you show your greatness. You show your greatness when you go up in that go to that weight class and you make things happen. He's definitely beatable. He's lost twice or 4 times. He's definitely beatable. Crawford haven't tasted what losing is. You know what I mean? So let's see. Who plays today? We just talked about that. Turn off who plays today. Tell us. I don't understand what you mean. But you come here for me to tell you. You don't tell me. I'm going to tell you. So just sit, strap in your seatbelt, listen up, hit the like button, and you're going to find out. Don't worry yourself. You're going to find out. He's talking. Don't listen to some of these fans. What? Don't listen to some of these fans are YouTubers. Pinnock is Jamaica's best defensive player, hands down. Ha! You better say that again, Tycoon. Tycoon, you better say that again. Hey, Tycoon, you better say that again. You better say that again. What? Say that one more time for the people in the back that ain't listening. That's a fact. Let's move on. All right, let's move on to this next player. Let me get onto this list right here. Where we at? Championship. Let's slide back. Championship. Scroll down. We got today's game. Boom. All right. This is what we want to see. Okay. Eagle, he will get a club soon, I hope. Christopher Wisdom said, I would rather see Burrell than Mothersill. Mothersill is for the future. I hear that. Eagles with fam. Word on the street is that we need to keep tabs on young Kalen Catamartiri, Manchester City U18. I'm being told he is the real wonder kid. Well, listen, the younger ones always get it. You know that. If you got older siblings, whether you got older brothers, you know what I mean? The younger one usually soak up all the skills from the older siblings and turn into something phenomenal. Yeah? Phenomenal. Yeah, man. That's for sure. Fray play every game leading into national break. Francis, a long-time injury. The abductor is not a long-time injury. Go watch the press conference when Steve McLaren said they're watching Ian Fray. He had an abductor strain, and they want to see how he comes through the last game, which was on the 31st. Javari, the 31st, to see how he makes it through the game on the 31st. And based on how he makes it through that game with the abductor strain, he will forward into the camp. Did you see him? Javari? Let me know if you've seen him in the camp. Did he come for the 10 days? Did he forward for the 10 days? My apology. Did he forward for the 10 days? No, he didn't. Did he forward for the 10 days? No, he didn't. So that means that if he didn't forward for the 10 days, that means that he needed that time. Maybe the club said, take that time to get back fully healthy because we're going to need you. Let's move along to the next player. Next player is Damari Gray. Damari Gray, who did not get it. He got a call-up but didn't make it into the squad. He played the full 90 minutes today, did Damari Gray. He played the full 90 minutes against Stoke City. Damari Gray. One Damari Gray. Yeah? I'm talking about Christopher. I'm talking about the players. Yeah, Christopher, welcome to the channel, man. I've been talked about Burrell, Mothersill, Norman Campbell Jr., Trevante Stewart not getting a call-up as players that are available for a call-up. They didn't get one. There's no explanation as to why they didn't get one. They just didn't get one. But we called up injured players into the squad. Yeah, injured players into the squad that never showed up. And players who showed up, they were never going to play. So Yeah, make it make sense, because I can't make it make sense, but you make it make sense for me. Yeah. We had, yeah. Yeah. Anyways, Demarai Gray, back on the field. Great to see. Let's move right along, because I do got to get out of here soon. So we're going to waste too much more time on that one right there. Let me see. Who else? That's it so far. So we're good on that front right there. So it's Ethan Pinnock, Joel Latibeaudiere. Get back on this screen right here. Ethan Pinnock, Joel Latibeaudiere, Bobby Reid, Deshaun Bernard, Amari Bell. Well, we're going to find out about Ian Fray today. That's what we got going on. As we speak right now. Yeah? Which is wicked. Wicked. We're going to wait for somebody else to give us the update on what these players are doing for sure in, these lower divisions, because I'm waiting to see. I doubt we'll see it though, but I'm waiting. Anything else that y'all want to share with me that I can share with the people? You can definitely let me know what that is right now, and we'll make it happen. Bailey Catamarchery definitely got into the lineup today, and he played for Sheffield Wednesday. He got about, let me see. Come on. Let me see, how much minutes did Bailey get today? So Bailey Catamarchery, come on. Sheffield Wednesday. Bailey Catamarchery got back into camp and played. He came in just before halftime. So you got about 45 minutes did Bailey Catamarchery. 45 minutes. While I ease up on killing information, we to be careful with his information. You have to be careful with his information, Eagles. Okay? Javari Lobante and Louis Baker then destroyed Gray today. All right? Demar says Fray turned down call. It wasn't an injury. He has an... Oh, my days. All right. All right. Let's go this far. Let's go this far and show you. All right. Let me make sure I go. Big up yourself, Johnny Powell. Because this one it's really annoying. This is Inter Miami FC.com injury update. Injury update for Ian Fray. Yeah, the date, Friday, June the 20th, 2025, 3:56 p.m. Inter Miami CF has provided an injury update presented by Baptist Health for defender Ian Fray. And it quotes, let me zoom in, because why may I tell you? Sometimes me understand now. No, me get it now. Yeah, man, never get it before. Me get it now. Why may I tell you? Good God Almighty. Fray suffered a left abductor strain in last night's FIFA Club World Cup victory over FC Porto. His return to play timetable will be determined as he recovers. That is June 20th, 2025. Now, last time I checked, I listened to the press conference. You probably should listen to the press conference as well. And Steve McLaren clearly says Ian Fray is recovering from a left abductor strain. So we got to watch him over the game over the weekend. Yeah? Which was on the 31st to see how he comes through that game. And if he comes through okay, that means that what? That means that if he comes through okay, that means he'll be ready to go. And if he doesn't come through okay, that means that he's not fully ready to go. All right. Oh, right. All right. Let's see. Your abductor. Yeah? Should we go into visual of what an abductor is? No, you can do that. You can do that because YouTube is kind of funny. I don't care about. Let me read some of these comments real quick. Easy. I'm very easy. I actually got to get up. Big up yourself, chorus. Up top, chorus. Tough Roddy said, but didn't Fray play after June the 28th? All right. All right. Let's go through this now. That was on, let me see, June the 20th. Yup. Let's see. He played, let me go up to the last game. He played against Seattle Sounders, where he played. Hold on. When was that interview? Let me just go here real quick. JFF Live. When was that interview? What was that press conference? Let's see what the date of the press conference is. Not pre-match. Where is it at? Hold up, let me see. I was on the 29th. Thank you, Marlon. Appreciate that, on the 29th. So that means that if the coach said he has an abductor strain, right? So you guys do know what a strain is, right? You do know what a strain is. If you don't know what a strain is, if you've never played any sports before, with a strain, some players are tough enough to play through a strain, and some players are not tough enough to play through a strain. Yeah? So if you have a strain, you can still, get some treatment, and it'll be tender, be a little ginger, but you can probably play through it. But are you willing to risk it going for 10 days to an international break when you still have more of your career to continue with? I kind of doubt that, yeah? So nonetheless, the coach said he wants to see how he gets through because he has an abductor strain, which is right on the inside near your groin area. So any kind of stretching or anything like that can really, make you pull or tear your groin. And for a player that has knee issues, which is ACL injuries, like Andre Blake, he got knee issues, right? Andre Blake has left and right knee issues, and he ended up straining his hamstring. Yeah. No, we can't send Andre Blake. It's not gonna work. So if you got ACL injuries in 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, and then just above your knee where you usually have injuries, you have an abduct. Yeah, anyways, let me move on from that because that's definitely wasting my time. Let me get back to some of these comments real quick because if it is, I'm just going to continue to move on. Fray even played the weekend before international break. Okay, cool. Coach a politician Fray about 4 or 5 games before international break. He was injured, but he comes back and played for Miami. So the coach. So you mean to tell me that the coach is a politician, that they appointed a technical person to technically make sure that things are going away according to how they need to, and you got the president of the federation is going to allow the coach with the coaching staff to select players who don't want to call up and say that they're injured. Yeah, you're going to say that they're injured or they're potentially injured, but put them on the list to get a call up. And then they don't come. They don't forward to the team. Why for the come? They don't forward to the team. That doesn't even make sense. Why would the coach and the technical person that's above the coach, I got appointed, and the coaching staff and everybody else above the coach, which is the president and whatnot, allow the coach to select players that are not, one, going to take a call up. So you're going to take a spot when you have Normal Campbell Jr., you got Malik Mothersill, you got this player, you have that player, you have this player, you have that player that are available to play, but you're going to pick a player and put him on the list for a call up. And he doesn't come. Okay, cool. Got you. DeMar McLennan is covering for the player. Fray been playing, and he was posting pictures working out for the upcoming matches this week. He isn't committed to Jamaica. All right. Francis Fray been playing games, but that was an old injury. He had a knock the night before the press conference. All right. All right. So, all right. Okay. Yes, Francis, that was correct. He picked up a knock heading into the final before the window, so they were going to assess him. Gotcha. Fray's last game was the League Cup final against Seattle on the 31st. Yeah, I just showed that on the screen. Big up yourself, Marlon. All right. Yep. Francis, a player can and could turn down, call up anytime. That, of course, that's pedestrian. That, of course. Of course. But wouldn't you talk to a player before you give them a call up to see if they're going to show up? Kind of like you did Mason Greenwood, and he said he's not ready. You reach out to Mason Greenwood, and he said he wasn't ready. But you don't reach out to Ian Fray. You just give him a call up. Got you. Got you. I'm understanding. Lovely. Lovely, 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 lovely. Lovely. That's very lovely. Anyways, Demarai Gray was playing this weekend, which was good. He got a call up and he picked up a knock as well. And the last time I checked, Ravel Morrison, when we had a few players injured, not only did Kahari Bennett came into the squad, but so did Ravel Morrison, even though they didn't play, but they got a call up for players that were injured. So, okay. So even though their name was put on the list, is it written in stone? The list cannot be amended and say this player is not going to forward to the team. We're going to bring this player instead. So we know, okay, the game is on Friday. We find out on Wednesday or Tuesday that a player is not available due to injury, because that would be enough time. So they would get the call up and they would forward into the squad because injuries fall out. No, okay. That's not possible. Got it. I'm channeling my Professor X. Whew. Wow. Okay. And we wonder why the coach is being protected like bodyguard. Can't get to ask him no questions because this is madness. Don't get me wrong. Though he wants to play for Jamaica because on Tuesday his flag changed from U.S. to Jamaica, it seems he switched allegiance already. Do you have proof of that? Madly Footer Travels. The coach called up Fray and Duncan are not even giving them minutes. That's something I don't like about the coach. But you don't forget that there was a technical person that was put in place to make sure the coach don't make these decisions. Am I correct or am I incorrect? Tough Ruddy, Javari, Marlon, somebody let me know. Is that not correct? Was that not the purpose of the new technical person that was put in place to make sure that decisions are being made in the correct areas? Or am I incorrect? Somebody gotta let me know. Okay. Francis, all the players was spoken to before they were named in the squad. So if they were spoken to, Marlon, and they would have said, yes, I'm going to forward, and then they don't forward, shouldn't they have a certain process where they give enough notice that they're not going to forward into the squad? So that you can... Why would they hold up the squad from somebody else filling into the squad if they're really committed to the Reggae Boyz? They would give up the spot so that another player can come in and help the team qualify for the World Cup. Is there something I'm not understanding? Somebody tell me something I don't know, because, I'm not sure. That doesn't make any sense that these players would hijack a spot on this 23, 26-man roster, knowing they're not coming, having the Reggae Boyz team best interest at heart, that another player who's healthy can come in and help the team for the window. Like, it's not clicking for me. It's not clicking. Calling up players or not capping them, it's not clicking for me. It's not clicking for me at all. Not even a little bit. Right? Remember, a yes is a yes, and final minute, I can't make it. So you go, so you're back to my point again. So you got players who are holding up the team that can clearly see don't have the best interest of the team at heart. They're holding up the team. Okay. It's complicated. Wow. I would love to know how the call-up system works, because remember when Brown Man Bailey was on the list and played for England youth team. Bless up, Fray. Bless up yourself, Stats, every time. Francis, I've been looking all over. You hear anything about Ravel and Antonio about them getting a club? Nothing as yet. When I find out, I'm going to let you know for sure. It seems like a regular occurrence for the coach that call up injured players. But isn't there a supervisor or a manager that is overseeing the decisions of the coach? Is that not something that happens, or am I speaking out of turn? Somebody let me know. I'm curious. I'm quite curious. I really am. I'm very, very curious. Wow. Whew. And and we can't ask no questions about that either. Must I remember? Yeah. Gotcha. Cats turn us down at the last minute as well. That's just how it is. Francis, remember Pinnock, Gray, Bell all pull out on the last minute because of injury. So Ian Fray's last game was August 31st. Let me see something here. All right. I'm glad you guys said that. Okay. All right. Come on. Let's go. Come on to the championship real quick. Let's run the championship real quick. The last game for Amari Bell was on August 30th. The last game for, who did you say? You said Pinnock. Last game for Damari Gray was on the 30th. So that would have gave you 6 days. Let's call it 4 days. It would have gave you 4 days. You could have let the team know 4 days that I picked up a knock and not going to be available. Got you. Remember, September 5 is when the game was played. Yeah? Players didn't check in until about, what, September the 2nd, maybe? Let's say the 3rd, travel day. But if your game was on the 30th, most likely you get moving. So you mean to tell me that Pinnock, whose last game was, which he didn't even play in that last game, but let's take a look. Let's check the matches. Where we at? The match week. Let's go to match week 3. Save that. Let me see. Where's match week 3? That was August 31st. Brentford would have played. Did Ethan play in that game? Let's take a look. As a matter of fact, let me just check it on my phone because it's a bit quicker here. Let's go to the date. That would have been the 31st. Let me go to the 31st real quick. Hold on. 31st, right? 31st. All right, Brentford. Come on. Let's go, because I got to get up out of here. These guys are waiting for me to go to this hospital real quick. Wait, that was Sunday. Let's go back one day, Saturday. Slide back. Brentford, Saturday against Sunderland. Yeah, lineup. Let me see. Ethan Pinnock wasn't in the lineup, and Ethan Pinnock came in the... Wait, Ethan Pinnock was on the bench. I don't even think he played that game. Let's recap real quick. Did Ethan Pinnock get in the game? No, he didn't. So from the 30th, Ethan Pinnock knew he wasn't going to be in the game. Yeah, in his last game, which was on the 31st. So you pick up an injury. So you let the team know, yo, I'm not going to foul. You mean to tell me that giving them a phone call and letting them know that we need you if you can forward, let us know if you can forward into the team because we pick up a few late minute injuries to see if you can forward in the team. That's not possible at all. That's not something these players wouldn't be happy to get the call up. You getting a call up to get a cap because some of the first team players are injured. You mean to tell me that's not something that's possible? That's impossible to do. It doesn't happen. Injuries don't happen. I'm just trying to find out. I'm not even trying to be facetious. I'm trying to be serious. Let me see. The 30th, right? And you got the 31st, 1st of September, 2nd of September. That's 3 days. Right? So he needs you 3 days. You can't get a player to come up in 3 days so he can be there for the 5th. I got it. Makes sense. Okay. What Aguan, in general, I think the squad should be published earlier so if players are unavailable, the coaching staff can find time to replace the players that make find time. You just jump on a plane. You jump on a plane and you show up. You show up. You might not make it for the first game, but you can make it for the second game. You might not make it for the first game, but you can definitely make it for the second game. Or is it something bigger than that? Travis, if you know football, you wouldn't even say that. Great pickup and injury his last game as well as Bell. I know that. I know that. I was here. I did it live as well. I know that, Marlon. I definitely know that. And that's why I know that the game was on Friday where you had to travel to Bermuda. So they didn't even need to, you know what? Say for instance, they don't make it to Jamaica for the training session. They just forward straight to Bermuda from wherever they're coming from and be with the team then. And they can do the training session in Bermuda with the team. What is the difference? These are the things that happen and they go unnoticed. They go without any type of repercussion to it. It just happens. Francis Topi replaced Pinnock. I know that. I know that. But you could you can call somebody else that maybe a little bit more experienced than Topi. Not in Jamaica caps, not in caps for the national team, but experienced in football than Topi. Got you. They did that. Conrad said they did that. Trust me, they professional. They going to act like it. Not every player that is called up will get to play. That's a fact. It's still 23. Not everybody. That's a fact. Trevor said, Francis, what you mean? Me speak my mind. And I love that about you, brother. I love that about you. Yeah, but I can respond and speak in my mind as well, too. So remember, it's agree to disagree. It's nothing personal. Say it all the time. You say what you got to say. I'm just responding to that. If you know football, you wouldn't say that for sure. You know what I mean? Because Pinnock is a baller. Yeah? There's not one of the defenders that we have for the Reggae Boyz can play football and defense better than Ethan Pinnock, respectfully. That's my opinion, just like you got yours, yes? Yeah, man. Big up yourself, Sherman Scott. One Sherman Scott. Up top, Sherman Scott. Big up yourself every time. Tough Brother say, Francis, you have you noticed every window there's at least there are last minute no shows and JPL players come in as replacement? Yes, I do. And you got to remember too, that's a system that I believe could be changed, right? It's all about the process and how you process these players to get them in to the team to play from wherever. You know that they're coming from all over the world. It's not a secret that you know they're coming from maybe Denmark or maybe, Scotland or maybe England or maybe Israel or maybe wherever. So you know that you have to do your due diligence to make sure that if you want these players to forward into the team, that you have the correct preparations in case they are dropouts. Because, again, there are last games happening, so preparations need to happen. However that can happen, you make those preparations. Yeah? You prepare so you're ready so you don't have to get ready. Yeah? So, again, I knew it was something bigger than that to have Topi step in for Ethan Pinnock. Yeah. But listen, everybody like up the stream. I like up the stream. I appreciate y'all, man. I'm about to get up out of here. I really got to run to this hospital. Take care of my family member. Big up on yourself. Let me just read some of his comments before I got to go. Some players played very close to the international break, so we should also take into consideration. Yeah, the consideration is the preparation is that if they do get injured, that you have a plan A, a plan B, a plan C, a plan D. It should not be your first rodeo by now. Yeah, you've had time to figure out, okay, this is the pool of players I have. In case injuries happen, we can make a phone call and we can get them to whatever destination we need to get them to rapido, expressly, yeah? Given that they are compliant to taking the call up. Yeah, man. It ain't rocket science. Yeah, don't make it be. Francis, why you fight against Topi for? I'm not fighting against nobody. I don't even know Topi to fight against him. I'm talking about just straight football. As what the coach is saying, he has inexperienced players in the team. And I'm saying to you that are there no players that are better than Topi? Remember, for me, it's World Cup. It's not about the player and getting his cap. That can happen any other time. I'm talking about getting to the World Cup with the best players that are available. Don't ever confuse the two, Travis. Never. Never, ever confuse the two because you want to push this narrative. You are a narrative pusher when it comes to this local versus diaspora player, and I'm not even involved with you on that. You could do that by yourself. I'm not into that. None tal. Francis, once the players aren't 100% fit, the club won't release the players. The situation isn't just work like how persons think. Oh, come on. Right, you preaching to the choir. You preaching to the choir, Marlon. You preach to the choir. But a lot of processes that could be done better are being overlooked because there's so much loopholes to be like, oh, players can't come because club won't release them and whatnot. That's a fact. I'm the one that say it here. I have it in the catalog, Marlon. I said clubs ain't gonna release their multi-million-dollar players if they're injured or not fully fit because they trying to win games and win cups so they can keep their job, boost their fan base, and make money. That's a fact. I said it many times before. This is not my first rodeo. Yeah, so I know what I'm talking about when I'm talking like this. Yeah, I'm just not into pointing fingers and whatnot because I don't have correct information. But what I am doing is dissecting the easily seen things, the things that you can see easily out of your two eyes. Doesn't take rocket science. They save money, Francis. You say that, Conrad Smith. You say that, I won't say it, yeah? Because, people are sensitive out here. Next thing you know, people trying to do things that are just ridiculous. So I'll leave you to say that. Next is sport. Your opinion, Pinnock, nothing come back. He do it all the time. My opinion is Pinnock should play if he is available. Definitely should. Mr. Nelson Lloyd Kelly, hot top over Italy, now Guam film. All right. I'm about to, let me see. Lord. Okay, where am I? Sherman Scott, my boss, blah, blah, blah. Kelly. It's complicated because everything is complicated. That's the one thing I've noticed. Whenever it comes to Jamaica and the Reggae Boyz, it's complicated. That's a commonly used phrase. It's just complicated. It doesn't work that way. Best wishes to you and your family member. Wishing them, yes, thank you very much. So do I. I wish them a speedy recovery as well. Yeah, the hospital isn't fun to be in, man. Nelson, football educator, big up yourself. Yes, the clubs must declare them fit for them to go or else they're on their own. That's a fact. Contract void. And you have to always take care of your family first, yeah? Secure your money first before a country call up. Yeah, secure your money first. You must do that. Hopefully Lloyd will be available for February. Wow, sad. Shaking my head. Good baller, Francis, name a more experienced player than Topi. I will do it when I have some more time for sure, Travis. Catch me on the next stream. I will do that. And I'm talking about player, not playing for Jamaica, Travis. I'm talking about playing football. Football. Not playing for Jamaica. Even though you're playing for Jamaica, you're playing football. I'm talking about overall football. Mr. Nelson, that's good news. Because remember, international window at time is 10 days. So if you have 3 of those a year, that's only 40 days. You play more games than that with your club. Mr. Nelson, that's good news that we are fans. Here's a good future replacement for Pinnock. What do you say, Javar? Hopefully Lloyd would be available by February. They want the players, really. Yeah. All Arbor, a lead, 1 over, Dentil. Yeah, man. Go on, big up yourself every time. Big up on yourself every time. But listen, people, I'm about to get up out of here. Tonight's the big fight. If y'all watch boxing, Canelo versus Crawford, y'all check it out. I'm going to be back with some more information for Travis. Yeah, and we're going to talk more about this right here because it is very important that we prepare as a country for injuries. We prepare for players turning down calls. We prepare for teams saying, no, you can't go. And to be honest with you, teams, as long as you're healthy, a team will never say, no, don't go because of the fact that it looks good on them that they got players that get a call up for their country. So it always looks good. But at the end of the day, our organization, our federation has to be prepared in the best of their ability with whatever resources or whatever that they have, be prepared to pivot on a dime in case injuries or in case a turn down of a call happens. They can make moves quick and fast. They don't have to wait. They can make it quick and fast. With players that the coach isn't going to sit up in a press conference and say they're inexperienced. And he's not happy to play them. But give him the tools to actually do the job. Yeah, man. Francis, you could talk till you blue. Persons like you only want diaspora players. alone in the team. Again, trying to push your narrative on me, Travis. It ain't gonna work. Yeah, because I got catalog. I have content to prove that I don't believe in that. I do not believe in that. I believe in the best players from wherever you play that is eligible to play for the Jamaica to come and help us qualify for the World Cup. That narrative is actually your narrative. And you try to push it across many different platforms. And for a man your age, you got to cut that out. You got to cut that out. That's not good. Brother Travis, it's not good. Stop. Let it go. Please, let it go. Travis, let it go. Because you can talk to your purple in the face. Yeah? It doesn't matter. I can talk till I'm blue in the face, and you can talk to your purple in the face. It doesn't matter. Definitely doesn't matter. So you can flap your gums all day, and I can flap my gums. It doesn't really matter. Because for me, I want the best players. I don't care where you play. I don't care who you play for. Just can you play the positions that we're asking you to play and play them with quality. That is it. That is it, brother. Yeah? So stop with the narrative, okay? Please. As a diaspora player, drop out a local born player from JP is called it's a problem. No, it's not a problem if there's another player that from wherever they play is a better quality player. Yeah, man. Yeah, I want that player that's a better quality player. Not to say, and then you make this so personal. You make it so personal that players will get offended because I'm showing my face and talking about how I see the thing. And it's never personal. But I understand the tactic. It just won't work though, because I have plenty of content that's proved that is not my mindset. Yeah, man, let me slow down and talk slowly so you can hear me good. Very good. These fans don't understand or they don't care about the players. Go look about your family. Yes, I'm leaving right now, actually, because I got a call and I need to go right now, actually. Let me just finish these lines. You want to tell me what you want? We tell you Lord Kelly personal information on YouTube? No, I don't. Why would I want to do that? That is up to you. I wouldn't do it if I had the information, that's for sure. To you and your family. Big up yourself, Connor. Appreciate it. Going to hit the gym, Fanatics 2 a days. Yeah, man, I actually did my workout already. Yes, I did. All right. Stop your madness and talking about Jamaica players. That's only what you talk about. You don't care about nothing else. You only talk about Jamaica players. Everything else doesn't matter to you. That shows your bias. Not mine. Shows your bias. Because I talk about every player as long as you can play the game with quality. Personal issues, 3 yellow cards, accumulation 4, passport, some players losing their damn. Like Annie Palmer shoving you crazy. Big up yourself. No players, never forward by next window. They should not be a part of Jamaica. See, there you go again. He is the bodyguard of the national team. One Travis Peso. Big up yourself every time. Much love to you guys. Don't forget, if you're watching on the rewatch, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. My name is Francis. I am the creator and the host of Next Up Sports Talk, and I appreciate your time on this beautiful Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening. Go enjoy your family. Continue to do what you're doing. If you're traveling, be safe out there, and I'm going to catch you on the next one, yeah? I'm definitely going to catch you on the next one because you guys deserve content on the Reggae Boyz team. Whether we agree, like Travis, or disagree, like Travis, it is always love. Peace and love. 2026 World Cup is what we say for the Reggae Boyz. I'm outie. Be blessed. Yeah, man.
Next up, Sports Talk. The reviews and opinion and don't vex up a Sports Talk. You're going to work up on a dog talk. A cartoon thing on a South Park.